Good evening, friends. Do you able to see my screen? Online compiler.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome to Python class. I am considering one class. The name is parent. It need not be a name as parent. Just I am considering like that. What does the class consist of?
Variables and member functions.
Yes,
Data
variables
and
and member
functions.
functions. Of course, here I don't want any member functions. I am variables. I am considering function on function. The function name is display2. Actually, I did not discuss it with you regarding what is self. Just wait to learn. What is the function I have considered here?
Display2.
Display2.
Display to.
In the display2 function, just one print statement. That's it. Only one print statement. Is it clear? What I have considered here is, what is the name of the class?
Parent.
Parent.
Name of the class. In the present class, there are no variables, only a function, only one function. What is the name of the function? Display2. Now I am considering another class. Name of the class is your choice or it is fixed?
Our choice.
Yes, our choice. Name of the function also our choice, I think. I have considered another class. The name of the class is child. The same, the class also consists of a function.
Sir.
What is the, sorry?
ఇంకా వస్తున్నారు సార్ క్లాస్
I did not got any.
ఓకే సార్ ఐ లాస్ట్
So consider and carefully observe what we have done till now. How many classes I have considered?
2, sir.
Two classes, sir.
What is the first class?
Parent.
Parent.
What is the second class?
Child.
Child.
Child. What first class consists of variables?
No, sir.
First class consists of functions.
Yes, sir. Function.
Yes, sir.
How many functions?
One function.
One.
What is the name of the function?
Display two.
Display.
Display.
Second class have any variables?
No, sir.
Any functions?
One function exists, sir.
One function. Name of the function?
Display 3.
Good. Right. Now Now, consider one object obj1 is equal to obj1 is equal to child and another object obj2 is equal to parent. Now obj1 dot display 3. Am I correct? Am I doing correct? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Obj1 is the object for the child class. So I am accessing the display 3 function using obj1. obj2 is the object for the parent class. So I am accessing the display 2 function using obj2 function, obj2 object obj2. Both are executed. Done. Now, listen carefully. See, listen. Now what I am doing is, this is a parent class. This is a child class. Now make a relation between these two. Create a relation between these two classes. That means first one is a parent class, second one is a child class. Imagine, really first is a parent, second is a child. Real parent and child. Now, how we can do that? Carefully listen here what I am doing here. See, after creation of a child, after creation of a second class, let us pass the first value, first class as an argument. Alright? Then there will be a relation between these two. Then the relation will be formed between parent and child, like this. Base derived. There will be a relation. The relation will be formed. Then, you are following everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here, these two are became real parent and child, like this. Now, I am creating only one object, not two objects. Only one object. What is this object represents to? This object obj is the object for which class?
Child class.
child class. Child class. Actually, here previously we have like this. Child parent individually, both are individual. But what we have done is the parent argument is passed to the child class. Then automatically there will be a relation. There will be formed a relation between parent class and child class. Now object is created for child class. Now what I am doing is with object of child class, object of a child class. What is the function inside of a child class?
Display 3.
Display 3. With the use of the child class object, display 3 can be accessed. This is the property of child. This is not a grade, but with the use of same object of a child class, I can access display 2 also. Display 2 also. Understood? With the object of the child class, we can able to access the parent class of functions and child class functions also. This is called inheritance. What we call?
Inheritance.
Inheritance. Suppose, for example, you have 1,000 rupees with you. You can spend those 1,000 rupees as your wish. Am I correct? You are following?
Yes, sir. Yes.
At the same time, if your father having some 1 lakh rupees, you have a right to ask those 1 lakh rupees and you can utilize those 1 lakh rupees as your wish because you are a child. Understood? Likewise, child class can be utilize the parent functions also. How can we say the definition of inheritance? See here, the method of inheriting the properties of the parent class into a child class is known as inheritance. You can able to utilize the properties or the functions owned by your parents. That is a well-known truth. Likewise, you can use your own earned money. At the same time, you can use your parents' money also. Money in the sense, functions are the properties. So, inheritance comes under the important feature of object-oriented programming. Important feature of object-oriented programming. See, there are 3 important features of object-oriented programming. One is encapsulation. Second one is polymorphism. Third one is inheritance. See, There are 4 types of inheritances in Python. One is single, second one is multiple, third one is multi-level, fourth one is hierarchical. We can have all these discussion in, I think, in 3rd unit or something. But as of now, you must know there is a feature called inheritance. There are 4 types of inheritances. Just you need to know. And that too, this program is also very, very simple program. I discussed with you. There are some different programs. You can know the real meaning of inheritance. Real meaning of inheritance can be understood with the help of upcoming programs. As of now, is it clear with you, friends?
Yes, sir.
This program is clear with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I would like to take one more thing. Is it possible to I have considered one more class. Name is grandparent. Suppose grandparent I have considered, which is also I have considering one function called display. I'm considering one more function called display, which is having just a hello world only. This is a property of grandparent. This is the property of grandparent, and you need to pass this grandparent to the parent. Usually, from your grandparents, the property will come to your parents. From your parents, you will get the property. Grandparent, yes. Now you see, you can able to use. Can anyone say what you need to write here? Obj dot. Can anyone say?
Display 1.
Yes. Display 1. Sorry. Here a spelling mistake is there. Yes. See. So you can able to enjoy your properties, your parent properties, and your grandparent properties also, like this. So here you see, yeah, this is a single inheritance in a first class, just your father and you. This is a single inheritance. Single inheritance. Father and son. This is multi-level inheritance. Grandfather, father, son. This is a multi-level inheritance. This is a hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance in the sense, father with 2 children. So class B and class C are the 2 children, and class A is a father with 2 children. Come to multiple inheritance. Suppose father have some property, mother also having some property. If she is also an employee or something, father and mother both are employees. This class C can able to enjoy the properties from the father and mother both. That is called multiple inheritance. Here I am mentioning just the properties. That means property in the sense how we can understood here is functions and features. Functions and features. These four types of the inheritances will be developed and will be able to use in supported by Python. And friends, you must know that C++ also supports inheritance, because C++ is an object-oriented programming. C++ also supports inheritance, and Java also supports inheritance. Yes, Java also supports inheritance, and Python also supporting inheritance. The main purpose of inheritance is code reusability. Anytime someone will ask you, what are the three important features of object-oriented programming? What do you say? In interview, it is a very, very famous question. As a IT guys, you must know what are the three important features of object-oriented programming. Can anyone repeat? Yes.
Encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance.
Encapsulation, polymorphism,
Inheritance.
That's it. You must know. Encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. As a first unit, you can stop up to this. To know more details, we can learn in subsequential units about the definition of inheritance and all. Right? Now,
Okay, sir.
and the types of inheritances also I have shown. Right? Now take one assignment and implement on Python. Everyone. Consider a class. Consider a class like this. Please note down, everyone. Everyone must write down. The class name is employee. The class name is employee. This is a base class. Base class, from this base class, there are three classes. Likewise, you derive three classes. This is one class. This is another class. This is another class. Based on this employee class, you define 3 classes. First one is manager. Second one is labor. Office employee. Just a minute. Yeah. It's like this. Create 3 child classes. Right? In the employee class, you create one function. Basic details. This is one function. Basic details is one function. In that basic details, you can ask the employees to enter the name, ID, name and ID, and print those details. Print those details and print underscore basic details. Print underscore basic. So this is the base class. Name of the class is employee, and the name of the class is employee. Data are name and ID. Functions are basic details, print details. Name of the class is employee. Data are name and ID. Functions are basic details is one function. Let us have like this. Basic underscore details, which is one function. Another function is print underscore basic. That means in the basic underscore details function, it need to ask the user to enter your name, enter your ID. In the print underscore basic function, the name of the employee is like this one. The name of the employee is the ID of the employee is this one. Like that, you need to print. And friends, even though the employee is a manager or a labor or an office staff, name and ID are the same now. Do you agree? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Even though the employee is whatever the employee, he is manager, labor or staff, he should have name, he should have ID. So those two details can be inherited to manager, inherited to labor, inherited to office staff. In addition, here in the manager class, you need to calculate some value particular to manager, right? Here what we need to ask is enter basic salary. What is the basic salary? This basic salary is one variable which is restricted to manager. And this basic salary, after getting the basic salary, we need to calculate here a HRA. HRA is equal to 10% of basic salary for manager. But for the case of labor, also you can ask basic salary. Basic salary will ask the labor. He will enter. Just we will provide 3% of the basic salary to the labor. But for the case of office staff, some 7% of the basic salary. Likewise, you create a program. Right? Do you are observing my question?
Yes, sir.
So, first, what it should happen is enter basic detail, enter the name of the employee. You need to enter through the keyboard. Enter name of the employee, you need to enter through the keyboard. And enter the name of the ID. You need to enter through a keyboard. That those two will be stored in ID. Like that. That should be happened from the basic details function. And what should happen from the print underscore basic function is the name of the employee is Saish. The ID of the Saish is 4005. Like that, it should print underscore basic. After that, in this function manager related to manager, enter the basic salary. It will ask. We create one function. Here also you create only one function is enough. Only one function with your choice. Calculate. Calculate function. Commonly we'll fix it. Calculate. The name of the function is calculate. Calculate manager. Calculate M. Here here we will consider for the second case, calculate L. Here consider like this, calculate O, officer. He is a labor. So manager consists of one variable called basic salary. This is basic salary, basic salary. And in the calculate M function, it should be asked like this: enter the basic salary. Then it should calculate HRA is equal to 10% of the basic salary and print HRA. Here also enter basic salary. We will enter the basic salary of the labor. Then it will automatically calculate HRA is equal to 3% of the basic salary and print HRA for the labor. Here also enter the basic salary of the office staff. Then it will automatically enter the basic salary. Then HRA is equal to 7% of basic salary.